all right. Mic check, mic check.
I check.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Marathon.
What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka the Solo Gray Mane, and of course I'm here with Subegos, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka the Avatar, aka what you got for me today?
AKA Digital Fraudery, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Because Digital Foundry some frauds, bro. I still think and thinking about it, like I can't believe they backpedaled like that, bro. But anyways, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm in a little run ski, but I'm about to probably get bopped in a second. But I'm chilling. What about you?
Oh, bro, you already know.
Hell yeah.
been
Some
good,
technical problems, you
Yeah.
feel me?
Outside of Xfinity, Count Your Days,
Oh,
everything's
man.
been cool.
Yeah.
Got a lot of gaming in, and
That's
a lot
good.
of too many great things to play right now.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, for the most part, just been chilling. Nothing really crazy going on as far as just the day-to-day shit. But anything happening with you?
Bro, I'm about to extract, man. Live. Hey, let's go, bruh. Putting the controller down. I'm doing good. I gotta hit the gym today. I woke up early. Still have the cough a little bit, but I think that's just allergies. I was talking to my homie, and we're talking about like how like everyone seems to have like a stuffy nose, and everyone seems to be coughing and shit. And like he was telling me like something about like heat in when like trees are like blooming or like spreading pollen or whatever, like it makes them like go crazy, and it like puts it out in the air even like stronger or something like that. So he was saying something about the heat like coming through like way earlier than it should, like kind of is the reason why everyone's feeling like shit. And I kind of see it, because yeah, when I go outside I feel like way worse than if I just sit my ass indoors. But I'm feeling better though. But I'm doing fucking great. I've been fucking gaming a lot, dude. I've been playing so much. Oh man, I've been killing it, bro. I've been killing literally went into like so many different places and talked to so many different recruiters and stuff like that. So yeah, man, just working, but I'm doing it. I'm trying to get into the grind and stuff that I need to get out. But man, life is you know about that. But yeah,
Life be lifing.
bro, life be fucking life, bro. But the games be fucking gaming, bro.
Facts. Tell them again.
Shit.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Dude.
But yeah, man, it's life just be like that sometimes. But gotta find the things that make life worth it, and the people.
Yes.
But
all right, I got to leave marathon.
But yeah, before we get into the gaming, I did want to talk about one non-gaming, I mean kind of gaming but not really gaming, just quickly, because this was pretty big.
Yeah.
Open AI.
Sora?
Yeah, Sora Sora is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, I did not see this coming. At least not this abruptly and this soon. But Sora has been taken down. Now there are 10 to 15 different Sora clones out there. But we're headed in the right direction. Nature is healing.
Yes,
and even better, Disney also canceled their $1 billion AI expansion
Yes,
that was gonna
sir.
put a bunch of fucking bullshit AI content onto Disney Plus using like Marvel and Disney characters and Star Wars and shit. And that was always gonna be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy about that at least.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'm usually like, for the most part, I'm good with AI being used as a tool. But like Gen AI, like 100% Gen AI videos and 100% Gen AI photos, keep that shit out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get that shit fucking yeeted out of this bitch, bro.
But yeah, the anti-AI bros, y'all got a W. The
This guy.
the people like me who have a middle ground, still a W, because this is the AI slop that needs to be taken
This isn't
out.
the AI that needs to be spread for sure.
But yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna kind of trickle down into gaming as well, which we're seeing even more stories. Shout out to Crimson Desert with the AI billboards that people keep on pointing out, or not billboards, AI
literally
art,
paintings.
paintings.
Yeah, it's
There,
like
there was another
shit.
game that had billboards that was just controversial. I can't remember what it was, but it was like every single billboard in the game was AI. Oh, Might Rhea, the new game, that game that I had on here for Steam Next Fest.
Oh,
the superhero Dragon Ball Z DMC style game.
Really?
Yeah, all the billboards were AI, but like this is a small studio too. I'm like, this ain't no Pearl Abyss, at least. They're not anywhere close to that
but with
size.
Pearl Abyss though, they put the disclaimer on the page.
Yeah,
they put it right away, which is nice.
So yeah, less AI slop, more AI used as a tool to speed up production, but not replace artists and writers and things of that nature.
Yes.
But with that, let's get into the fun stuff. Let's talk about some goddamn games. And I'll let you start. I only have like 3 things, but I'll let you start.
Yeah. So I actually have been jumping through a lot, but I have been trying to do it like day by day. So it's like one day I'm doing Yote, and then the next day I'm doing Control, and then the next day I'm doing blah blah. So I can at least focus on the games while I'm playing them. So I've been trying. Oh God.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So I've been trying to focus, but the game that's been grabbing my attention the most has been Marathon. And yeah, man, it's just so fucking good, bro. like it's just hard to describe how I feel about it, because it's just like, if I just say it's like, people are just gonna be like, oh, you're just describing every other game, and it's just like, yeah, but I don't know, it's just very special, all the elements that come together in this game, and how intense it feels, and how it's like, it does feel like, I feel like I've said this, but it feels like 2 separate games. Like when you're going in solo, or versus when you're even filling with randos, like it feels like 2 different things. And yeah, man, and it's just so much fun. Like even looting is so intense. Like when you get someone down, or when you kill someone, like you start thinking like, am I gonna loot this guy? Like, do I take the chance on looting this guy right now? Or it's like, is the block too hot right now? Like, who knows, like you might loot this guy, you might find something really good, or you might loot this guy, might not find anything, and someone might pull up on you, like anything, literally anything could happen. And it's just so intense and good, and it feels so fresh. And I feel like a lot of the reason, or a lot of the feelings why it feels fresh to me, is because of the art style, and like how it, and the atmosphere and all that. Like we all know the Bungie has like that good gameplay and all that, but it's like that with like the fact that like honestly going in and just grinding for resources is pretty fun too, because it's like you're not going in and doing your objective, you're trying to find something. And it's like when you're looking at the resource inside of like the loadout menu, or in like the um where you like level up your character and you're picking the factions and stuff like that. You can look at the different stuff that you need, and you like hover over it, it'll tell you where it's at in like the different maps. So it'll be like on perimeter, the unstable diode is in north and south relay, and so it's like now you know like where to go and stuff like that. So it's nice. So they don't make it that hard for you like to figure that out. One thing though that I wish that they did kind of take from Arc Raiders, aside from which they obviously did the prox chat, because without Arc Raiders doing prox chat, Marathon probably wouldn't have prox chat, which would have sucked, because prox chat is like a whole different mechanic in itself, you know. But one thing that I do wish that they took from Arc Raiders is Arc Raiders has like a safe pocket, so like you can put like one or two things, or I think you can upgrade it to get like up to 2 or 3, but like you like if you die, like you keep whatever's in that safe pocket. So I wish that Marathon had that, because sometimes I'm literally just going in like I'll do my best to like convince the people that I'm not trying to fight them, and then I'll end up getting in fights with them anyways. And it was funny too, because I got there was one match where I actually teamed up with a rando that I went inside, like another solo inside the game, and we were just communicating through prox chat, right? And I was literally telling him like, I'm literally just looking for these, I'm not trying to fight you. And he didn't seem like he was trying to fight me, and his health was low, so I threw him a little like a healing kit or whatever, and he healed himself, and we were chilling, and like I was literally like, I'll help you find your fucking objective or whatever, like I'll fight with you. And we were teaming up, like he didn't betray me, which was nice. um we got into a fight of a group of 3, so it was a team of 3, and I knocked one of them, I killed him, and then they knocked me, and then they were all like, all right, let's call a truce now. I was just knocked, I wasn't dead, and I was just on the floor, and I was like, these motherfuckers calling for truce while I'm fucking down. And my teammate or the guy couldn't get me, because if you're not in the squad, the only way you can heal someone is if you're triage, which is the healer, which his ultimate ability can heal, can like heal someone from, or can revive someone from far away. And or you can throw someone a self revive kit if you have one, but those are really hard to come by, and people don't want to get those up, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was down, and I was like, these motherfuckers, they're like, of course they would want to ask for a truce after it. But yeah, so that was like, but even then, like even in those lit interactions, I lost all my shit anyways, right? But it was still fun, like it still made me want to like jump back in, and I'm like it's just so good. But yeah, Marathon's really good. Still playing playing Yote. I played a little bit of the Legends mode. It has its own little thing going on, and I don't have someone to play the co-op missions right now, so I can't do the co-op. I'm pretty sure I can go through them solo, but I would love to play it with someone. So I'm gonna try to find someone to play with the maybe I'll go on like a community board or some shit, or I'll ask around in the communities. Yeah, but Yote Legends is really cool. It's really sick. It also has all 3 or all like 4, 5, 6 of the performance modes for the PS5 Pro. I'm still just playing on the one that I'm playing on. It looks great still. It doesn't look like it's downgraded at all. And I'm excited to actually see the raid, because I believe I need to be like a certain level to access the raid, and I didn't do the raid in Tsushima, in Tsushima Legends. So I'd love to do it in this one. But yeah, Yote Legends, it's just I can't believe it's free. Like, that's the one thing that I get from it, is like I can't believe it's just free and it's just added on to the experience, and it just makes the game like that much better. Like, it was already so good, and it just makes it that much better. So that, what else have I played? I have played a little bit. I jumped into Bayonetta 2 because I wanted to see that. I was on like the witch trials, like the end game content, and I did like 2 or 3 of them, and like I think I'm on the 4th one now, but it was starting to get really tough, but it was fun. And yeah, it's improved on even the pretty little Wii U game. It looks improved on the Switch too when you're playing in handheld, which is crazy, you know. But played that. Astral Chain I did play just for a bit. I honestly didn't notice too much of an improvement on that, but I also think it's because the game is still just 30 FPS. So like I feel like it's like more probably gonna be like a texture thing, but like a texture or a resolution increase. But still, when I was playing around, I was still like, I still wish that they went in and did something for it. But I played that on the Switch. I'm trying to think what else I played.
I ain't gonna hold you.
What's up?
IGN. I'm watching Yote Legends gameplay from IGN. They are making
Is it
this
ass?
game look ass.
Oh my
They're
god.
making this game look like absolute shit. I ain't gonna
Dude,
hold you.
I should have gave you my gameplay, dude. I have such fire gameplay of me fighting someone at like on the side of the cliff, and it's crazy because in Yote, it has that thing where it's like if you just tap a circle, you like do like the sidestep dodge, and then if you double tap it, you do the roll. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're fighting, you can literally, dude, Yote is so good, man. Just me talking about it makes me want to play it, but when you just tap it, you like sidestep, and you also have like that slow mo going on too. But if you want to roll around, you can. But I really recommend getting used to sidestepping and like stepping out of the way instead of rolling out of the way. Um, and if you time it correctly, you also get like the perfect dodge or perfect parry thing going on there too. So, but yeah, man, dude, it's so good. But yeah, I could imagine that whoever's playing at IGN is probably playing like shit. So, um, yeah. What else have I played? Crimson Desert. That's the main one. Honestly, outside of Marathon, and Yote. Oh no, I also play a little bit more of Control, but I already talked about that last week. Still haven't gotten a second weapon yet, so we're trying to get there. But Crimson Desert, man, dude. Ah, so I'm pretty sure this is still part of the tutorial, and I think I just got out of it because I just got an achievement, and it was only worth 5 Gs, which, like, come on, bruh. But
I got that same one.
yeah. So I just got out of that, and I've honestly been just like running around and just talking to people because sometimes people have shit to give you, you know, like either a quest item or like a little treasure map or like a little key, or they'll tell you to make something for them, like a quest or something. But that first like Sky Abyss Island thing that you clear, bro, it gave me that same feeling that Tears of the Kingdom gave me, bro. Like it gave me that same feeling when like you finish it and like you can jump off, you know? I was like literally like looking around like, dude, I had goosebumps. And I was like, I get it. I get it, you know? Like I didn't need all the hoopla to understand the game. Like at that moment it clicked for me cuz I'm like it's just like all of that is just worth just this view, honestly. Like all that effort, all those puzzles to solve, and like using your little ultra hand shit, and like doing like the little punch mechanic in the thing, and like figuring all that out, like it was worth it just to get that view at the end and jump off, you know. But yeah, man, I'm still super early on, but I'm loving it, bro. I've played it mainly on my PC at this point because they upgraded it with that FSR 4.1, so it looks like super crispy now, which is I thought it looked crispy with the FSR 4, honestly, but yeah, it looks great. I tried it a little bit on the Series X, and I'm playing it in the balanced mode. I was playing it with VSync turned on. I haven't gotten a chance to turn it off and see what that's like, but apparently if you turn off the VSync, it just unlocks the frame rate. And so I definitely do need to mess around with that. But yeah, I don't have much else to say other than I really love the game so far and it's clicking with me. But I did play it before and after the patch that they did, which like kind of updated
I
it a little
also
bit.
did.
Honestly, I liked how it played beforehand, even with the janky jump and all, but it does play better. It definitely does play way better, way it gave it, honestly, I would say it kind of gave it like a Shadow of Mordor feel to it,
How
like
dare
with the
you?
janky jump and stuff like that, and like how it felt. But it does feel a little bit better now with the thing. I didn't mind it though before, but yeah, I would say they have improved it even from the launch, which was literally like less than a week ago as of we're recording this. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's great, and it runs great on my PC. It's like running at like 80 frames at 4K with on cinematic preset. I'm not even tinkering it. I'm literally just doing the preset on cinematic, which is the highest it goes. I think you can tune like the lighting or something to go even higher than that, but yeah, it's running at like the full thing on cinematic. I think I'm running at FSR 4.1 on balanced. I'm running the game at 4K, but it's on FSR 4.1 at balanced. And um I'm not doing the path tracing stuff, so no ray regeneration. I did try it out and it fucking tanked my performance. I could do the frame gen, which made it to like 80, but it didn't feel that good. It didn't feel like an Nvidia frame gen, honestly. It definitely felt lacking for sure. But I like how it runs just native without the ray regen and all that, and just with the FSAR balance. But yeah, it ran great. It looks great. It fucking such a great game, man. It feels great. It has like the third person all the way back zoomed in, and then first person camera, which is nice. Some little puzzles I've seen where like it does kind of require you to go into like the first person and tinker around with it, which is cool. Super ambitious. But yeah, man, I'm super early, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Really nice music.
Okay. That's everything for you?
I'm pretty sure. Am I missing something?
Oh no, I was just making sure before
Oh.
I talk about Crimson Desert because I got some words.
Oh yeah, you're not liking it or what?
I definitely got some thoughts.
Okay.
On Crimson
All
Desert.
good, all good. Yeah, I'm pretty much I'm done. I'm done with it.
All right. So this can be our little Crimson Desert impressions topic. So first things first, I played it. The first time I played it was like the day before or the like 2 days before the patch went up. Right off the bat, I was like, this feels fucking horrible. This feels disgusting to play.
Were you playing on the Xbox too, right? Or
No, I was playing on my PC.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was playing on ultra settings, which is the one right before cinematic.
Yeah.
With DLSS 4.5 and frame gen, which I did turn off frame gen because I really thought that I was like, man, frame gen is making this input lag horrible. So I turned off frame gen and then put it on high. And I was like, no, it's just a fucking game. The input lag was horrible before the patch.
I don't know, dude.
No. There's no.
I wasn't feeling it.
It was horrible.
I know people were complaining. I know
it was a step.
They just not on a 9070 XT 9800 X3D build, bro. That's
nah. That shit was on that shit took that Red Dead Redemption slow ass sluggish feel to the next level. And then after the patch, night and day difference.
It already felt way better than Red Dead.
No, it did not. It barely felt better than Red Dead. And then you disrespecting Shadow of Mordor by trying to compare it to that. How dare you?
Bro.
How dare you?
Dude, I literally played it on my Steam Deck after I played Crimson Desert for a little bit. I'm like, this feels the same.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does, bro.
Especially when it comes to the like jumping and climb. I'm gonna get into that. So anyways, that was my first reaction.
I was just saying like the on foot feel.
Okay, yeah.
Like it felt like a little bit like Red Dead mixed in with like how that motherfucker felt in Mordor. Not exactly like it. So just kind of like it.
So yeah, I've put, even though on Xbox it says I put 9.2 hours, that's a lie because I left the game on for like a whole shift at work. And I was just playing in between customers and shit.
Yeah.
So the first day I played, I really did not get that much. I wasn't fully invested because I was working and I was just like not completely focused.
Yeah.
But I was not having a good time, bro. That first day. That beginning part.
Do you know what's crazy? I'm sorry to pause you here, but it seems like that's everyone's like experience with the game. Is like their first initial experience with it is like bad. That just seems like because everyone, even I've spoken to, like my homies that have been hyped up for it. Shout out to my guy Billy. It took him like a day or two because even he was hitting me up. He's like, "This is the game you've been hyping up," and I'm like, and because my girl's in my little like personal Discord channel, and she was all like, "Your homies are hitting you up," and I was like, literally fucking playing and enjoying the game. And I was like, just give it time,
Hold on, keep talking. I'm gonna take a call real quick.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, I was playing and what's it called? I was just playing the game and hitting up with my homies in the Discord, and yeah, then he was telling me he wasn't liking it. He's also playing on the Series X, and if you don't have it tuned correctly on the Series X, it's not gonna be that great. And that's all these things are the same things that I was trying to explain to him, where it's like play it on the balance mode, play it on if you have a 120 hertz monitor, play it. Try to mess with the VSync settings, because I was playing it with VSync on and I felt like it was fine. It did feel like 40 frames for sure. So maybe if you turn off VSync, it will feel like unlocked and more like 50-ish frames. I've seen that they did a really good job for the PS5 Pro version. Haven't got a chance to check that one out, but it seems like they cooked with the Pro version for sure with the PSSR 2. I looked at comparison. Oh, you're good. I looked at comparisons of FSR 4.1 versus PSSR 2, and they look very similar. I'm pretty sure it's pretty. They're using like the same method or whatever it's called. That makes me sound so stupid, but yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're using like the same like AI formula or whatever to do it, and yeah. It's good, but yeah, you definitely got to dial it in on the PS5, on the Series X, and on the Series S. I honestly wouldn't even recommend it on there, to be honest. Like if you have a Series S only, like try to play it on quality mode. If you are gonna play it, don't play it on that performance mode. But I actually want to see how it runs on Mac. I haven't seen how it runs on Mac yet. But yeah, TLDR, my homies weren't liking it day one either.
Yeah. So, controls aside, you start off the whole thing. Oh, you get killed. The gray mains get murked off, and then
the intro's pretty brutal though. It's a pretty good intro, I feel.
Was it though? So my first complaint was that they show all this, and then they just put like, you just go to him just living his life normally.
Yeah, that is pretty much.
And you're just like, okay, what is this? No explanation, no nothing. They just kind of throw you into him just like acting like nothing just happened, bro. There's no like, you don't get to see him like you know how Shadow of Mordor, you same thing, you get murked off, but you see the ghost, you see him get resurrected, you see him like the whole resurrection process. This, they just said, nah, you just you don't got to worry about that anymore. You're alive. That's all you need to know. Sorry, let me send this real quick.
Bro, this game actually looks like it runs pretty good on Mac.
So yeah, but then the whole opening is just bad. I'm sorry. Like, you're just doing menial shit with no explanation, no investment, no explanation of anything going on. They just start throwing you into menial quests. And it's like, okay. And then
like you give the fucking penny to the homeless guy and then he just like runs off and disappears.
Yeah, and then like the whole it's another thing. Like I'm okay with not having hand holding, but if you're not gonna have hand holding, you gotta at least have like, make it so interesting that you want to like continue playing while you're figuring everything out.
This guy.
They did not do a good job of that, because I'm over here like, okay, well, one thing, I don't be reading these tutorials half the time, so I was skipping shit, and then I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? So that was me. But that first puzzle where you gotta light you have to use your sword to light the thing, I kept thinking I was doing the buttons right, but it wasn't doing it. and then it was pissing me off, and then I had to restart and then read the tutorial this time. It was like, no, you gotta hold LB, then hold RB, but then you gotta press RB again to act. I'm like, bro, or you gotta press LB again to activate. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
to like
For
flip
what
your
for?
sword.
Yeah, I was like, for what for?
You know that
This shit
actually is important to do because that's how you find like artifacts in the world.
Yeah. So yeah, shit like that. The controls have like, I'm getting used to them. I don't think the controls are as much of a problem as people make it out to be right now. In the beginning, I'm pretty sure once they start throwing more shit at me, I might have a different tune. But
There's a lot
right
to figure
now,
out, bro. There's a lot.
I'm not really having that many issues with the actual controls. I do have an issue with the UI and the menus. I do feel like that part isn't that great. But I don't spend that much time in the menus. Actually, I fucking do, because I'm always over encumbered. I'm always out of space. That's another thing that I do not like, that they use inventory slots instead of weight, like something like Elder Scrolls or Starfield or like a Bethesda RPG would be, or even Cyberpunk or The Witcher. I 100% prefer, if you're gonna have if you're gonna have limited space, make it weight instead of inventory slots, because what's taking up all my space is that I do like to do the animal catching and the bug catching and like picking the flowers and everything. Is like every time I see the little question marks, I'm like, ooh, what's this? And I go run to catch whatever it is. And then, but they don't stack. The plants stack, the animals don't, which makes no damn sense. Because there's not even like different rarities or anything for the animals. They're all like, a grasshopper is a grasshopper, but they don't stack on top of each other. They take up multiple inventory spots when you pick up 5 grasshoppers, which is stupid.
Yeah.
So the inventory has been bothering me, but like I said, that first day I was half engaged, but then the next day, and that was after the patch, the next time I played it, I was fully engaged and with better fueling controls, and I was like, okay, hold on.
No, the jump is
somewhere.
such a crazy improvement, bro.
Yeah,
The jump
when I was
before,
doing
it was like you
that
had to like run for it. Like you had to like build up to the jump, which was like it's hard to time a jump you know, like you kind of just got to do it, you know. So I understood it. I understood
that
for sure,
platforming was atrocious, and that precision platforming, like, they could have done better. That's all I gotta say on the platforming. And it's also the climbing. I don't like the climb. Like, you can climb everything, but everything is so slow, which I don't like. Like climbing, like mantling up stuff, and the climbing just feels cumbersome. And then sometimes you're trying to jump on a wall, but it doesn't attach how you want it to. Like, you're trying to climb, but it doesn't climb, and it's like, bro, it's not as like, I mean, I was expecting it to feel like Assassin's Creed or Shadow of Mordor, and it's not there when it comes to the like acrobatics and the platforming and all of that. It just doesn't feel that good. Trying to get all my negatives out first, and I think that's oh, also I hate holding A to pick up stuff. I wish I could just change it to tap A, because, and then I hate when they have animations for stuff like that. That's another thing I hate about Red Dead 2. that they wanted to have an animation for every little thing. Not everything needs a fucking animation, bro. Like every time I have 5 apples that I want to pick up in a basket, and I gotta 1, 2. Where in Breath of the Wild I would have said "Do-do-do-do-do-do," and then would have been out of there. Like some things don't need to be realistic for the sake of being realistic. I hate game design that tries that. That's why I hate Red Dead Redemption 2 so much. But y'all gotta balance between fun and realism, and this, for the most part, it does do that well, but like it's not on the same level as Red Dead. But it does try those things often, and I wish it didn't. So now, back, or not back, but let's get into the good though, because I do feel like after playing it now for a longer time, there is way more good than bad in this game. Like I would say most of the things I complain about are just like annoyances at the end of the day. But when you get into it, it's really immersive. And although the combat is great, I actually did spend a lot of my time not even trying to look for the combat and just doing the like errand style quests. Which is like go chop down some trees, go mine some ore, I need you to catch this fish. And because I wanted to get those like I wanted to like learn all of that stuff first.
Yeah.
So I did all of those. I got the 2 objectives for the mining ore and then for the chopping down trees. And I was like, okay. But like even when I got the materials I needed, I just sat there just chopping down trees and just doing that for so long.
Oh yeah, dude, I think the first time I chopped down some trees was literally when I was falling down. And then like I landed on that ranch, and then like I found an axe, and it like gave me the tutorial. So like I organically came across it.
Yep, same thing happened with a fishing pole for me.
Yeah, that's sick.
But I did not know how to fish. Like I skipped that tutorial. I was like, it's fishing. I know how to fish. I was not catching nothing. I was so mad. And then,
don't skip tutorials, bro.
Yeah, definitely don't skip the damn tutorials in this game, because that thing works how you expect it to work. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure they save the tutorials in the settings.
Yeah, there's a little guide section that you can go back and view them.
Yes.
So just like walking around Pywell, and I think that's how you pronounce that, and like greeting everybody, and
that
then
first town, bro, that first town has a ton of NPCs.
Yeah, and you're like greeting everybody, and then you're like seeing that your likability increases as you greet people, and then sometimes you'll find these people who are marked orange on your mini map, and they'll have a quest for you, and you'll just greet them. They'll give you the quest, and then you'll have that in your inventory. You'll just find bounty boards and quests just on the bounty boards. You could just, or you'll see like wanted posters just posted on light posts, and you just pick them up. I love that first person view where you like look over the paper and then you gotta examine it, and then it shows the text and everything. I love that. And like that's been my favorite parts of this game, just exploring the town, talking to people, playing rock paper scissors with the kid, arm wrestling at the bar, and just hunting animals, bug catching. Like all of that has been the best part of Crimson Desert for me. I ain't gonna lie. But when I do get into the combat, be hit for real. I've been switching between sword and shield and like the hand to hand. I love the hand to hand. I think the hand to hand is actually better than the sword and shield. I love the fucking Shang-Chi fucking martial arts shit that he be doing. That shit is what's up. I got the RKO. Everyone's getting
Nice.
RKO'd. That's the first thing I looked for in the skill tree when I got my first Abyss Sting. I was like, where is this damn RKO? Oh, I can unlock it right now? Bet. X and A. That's all it takes. X and A at the same time. Even when you have Sword and Shield out, you can still use the RKO. Nice. So you don't have to be unarmed. So I love that. And I do love that it is that organic experience of an open world. I go around naturally exploring things. I find people and talk to them. I might get a quest, I might not. Random shit just be happening throughout the world. Like I saw bandits attacking somebody. I was like, oh, let me go help this guy out. And I went to do that. And there was this lady, she was like, somebody stole my stuff. And he's gonna get away. Follow me. And then she led me into a group of bandits who were ambushing me. She was a part of the ambush. And I was like, oh, this bitch set me up. And like shit like that. Like these are things that you'll see in like Red Dead and GTA 5, like the stranger quests. But I love that when they find their way into other games. It kind of reminded me of the Yiga clan quest where you just see like the girl crying and you're like, oh, what's wrong? And you're like, you're gonna die. And it turns into the ninja. Like, but yeah, so far, first impressions terrible. But
second impressions though?
second impressions, I was like, okay, we get in there. But last night, but yesterday, I was playing for a couple hours, and yeah, that's when it really started to click for me. And I'm not doing too much of the main quest right now. I'm just doing shit.
Yeah, bro, honestly, like if you just start talking to the people in the town, like you'll start finding shit to do like super fast. And it's funny because like yeah, the game doesn't really hold your hand, but the game does give you a ton of tutorial pop-ups and like and it points you in the right direction. And I feel like,
yeah,
I don't know,
I never feel like I don't know where I'm going or what I need to do. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
It's not Breath of the Wild where everyone gives you hints and that's it. Like there are waypoints everywhere. There's no trail that you can follow like older Assassin's Creed games would do, but they at least have the waypoints for the people who don't like the exploration of like, oh, I just need to go past this mountain to the west and then I'll find a heart-shaped pond and that's where I'll find the enemy that I need to take out. Like I can understand why people don't like that in Breath of the Wild. That's why I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom so much, because that was just such a fresh way of handling even the most menial quests. Become like a fetch quest becomes a lot more fun when you have to figure out where you're going to get the item instead of following a trail directly to the exact item that you're looking for.
Yeah, I remember if I recall, I remember that quest, that like heart-shaped pond.
Yep.
It was like literally like it points you like into a direction and it's like try to climb up that and see if you can find it up there or some shit like that, you know, or something like that. It was nice. And it's like you try to find like a high spot and like you end up finding it. But it's cool. I love that. It's organic. I'm pretty sure Crimson Desert has stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure they give you like the waypoint and you just go there.
Yeah, so this game has all of the open world elements that I love. That organic feel, that giant world to just explore. The move sets and traversal. Now that I got the glider, I can just kind of jump off shit and then just fly wherever. Yeah. I'm coming around. I'm enjoying my experience a lot now. Especially the more that I get into like learning the controls and everything.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah. It's
Love
cool.
to hear it.
We loving it.
Sir.
So that's our Crimson Desert impressions. And other than that, I have been playing Slay the Spire. Not 2. 1. Because I never beat it. And I was like, you know what? I have Slay the Spire 2, but I really don't want to jump into it without beating the first one.
Yeah.
So I booted it up on my PC through Game Pass because I thought that that's how I played the game. And then turns out I never even played it on Xbox. I didn't even have a save. So I was like, damn. I was like, I must have played it, and I looked it up. I did play it on my Switch. That's where I made the most progress. But then I was like, at that point, I'm just gonna play it on the Xbox. So I started over, and I got through the first run. I made it all the way through on my first try. So got to me.
Nice, man.
I went with a defense build. I had, what was it called? I had this card that was like, it was so OP because basically whenever I would add shield, it would attack. So I just kept getting cards that would give me shields, and then that would basically make it so that I could attack and defend at the same time, and I never had to worry about not having enough shield when enemies attacked me, because I would just play super defensively. And so I had like cards that was like, at the end of your turn you gain block, which will attack, and then I had my shields that would block and then draw cards so that I could maybe get more shields to block even more. And then I had another ability that was like, if you pull any negative effect, like negative status effect cards into your hand, it was called Juggernaut, that's the card. And then if you pull any like unplayable negative status effect cards, for every card that you pull, it's gonna do 10 damage to the enemy. So I just kept getting cards that gave me more negative effects. Like there was this card that I kept getting where it would give me shield. It would give me like 20 shield, but then it would add 2 wounds to my deck. And I kept just stacking wounds and stacking wounds and stacking wounds. And then I would, like, every single turn, I would pull like 2 wound cards. And it would just like do 10, 20. And like boom, boom. And then every time I would block, it'll be like even more passive. I was just like passively damaging and block, like getting enough shield that I'm not taking super damage. And my build was so OP. And I was like, bro, how did I get this on the first try? But yeah, Slay the Spire is still the number 1 like deck builder roguelike.
Heck yeah.
It's amazing, and it got me even more hyped to go, like, to finally jump into Slay the Spire 2.
Yeah, man.
Because this game is addicting. Like, I was like, I'm gonna play for a few, like 30 minutes or so, and I'm gonna go to bed, bro. I was on this shit for 2 hours. And then, because I wasn't expecting to actually make it all the way to the end on the first run. But yeah, that my end game hand was fucking insane. I was not taking any fucking damage. And then I had this attack called Body Bash, I think, that would basically transform any of my, like, however much block, like whatever number of block that I have, it would translate that into damage. So in a perfect hand, I would have that, and then I have a bunch of block abilities, and then I had this card called Entrench that would double whatever value my block was at. So I have like 60 block, then I would double that to like 120, and then I would body bash the boss and do 120 damage, and I take off like half of his health. I was like, bro, I'm so OP, like I can't be stopped. I can't.
That's when it's addicting, bro.
Yeah, like that when you get that power fantasy like run on any roguelite,
you know,
where you're just fucking unstoppable. That's what makes roguelite so special. So yeah, man, Slay the Spire 1, like even though Slay the Spire 2 is out, if you still haven't played Slay the Spire 1, play that. It's in Game Pass. I'm pretty sure it goes on sale for cheap as hell also. Like, I guess you can jump right into Slay the Spire 2. It's not that story driven or anything like that, but I still just wanted to at least experience all the characters, because I never really unlocked everybody. But yeah, I'm living Slay the Spire 1 right now as my like in-between game between Crimson Desert and Pokopia, which I'm still playing Pokopia. I still don't have footage though, but I'm like deep into the third area now. I'm almost done figuring out how to save that area, and got environmental level 10 on the first two areas, which is the highest rank for both of those. So yeah, we're still rolling in there. I'm still picking it up every single day, playing during work, getting my Pokemon to maximum comfort, because I love them and I need them to be as happy as possible.
Bro, the funny thing about Pokopia is I actually so it's in my girl's Switch, which is being used, which is nice, and she's playing it. She's been playing it like an hour before bed for the past like 3 or 4 nights. So finally got her I finally convinced her to fucking play something else other than Fortnite, which is nice. But I know she loves these type of games, so I was telling her like, please, like, try it, like you'll like it. And then yeah, every time she plays it, like the morning after, the day after, whenever we're just chilling and talking, I'll ask her. So I was like, it's like, what did you do in Pokopia? And like she'll just give me her like a little thing. And then last night we were talking, she was like, the Pokemon are so fucking needy. And I'm like, yeah, I mean,
Bro,
they're gonna ask you for shit. She was like, yeah, she was like, Squirtle's asking me for something, Bulbasaur's asking me for something, and I'm like, they're gonna keep asking you for shit. And I was like, but it's okay. I was like, it's gonna be worth it because you're gonna get a Pokemon you like.
Bro, this fucking Bulbasaur, he's the neediest motherfucker. Like, that motherfucker was like, hey, I see you made some new friends, but I'm still your best friend, right? And I was like, nigga, no. I've never picked you as a starter in my life. You like, it's Squirtle or Charmander. You are always third string. Okay? Don't be coming up to me with that bullshit, bro.
That's hella funny. Yeah. Yeah, and is Togepi in the game? Do you know?
I have not found Togepi yet, and I have not looked to see like what, like all the Pokemon that are there.
Yeah, that's the one that she said she wants, so hopefully it's in the game.
Yeah, I think there's like 380 something. So there's a good chance.
Yeah, this is good. It should be. I could just look it up real quick. But yeah, well, I mean, she's playing it. She's still playing it. So that tells me that it's clicking with her, at least slowly. She because this was a few days ago at this point, but she was like building her character. I was watching her. She was like, my character's fucking ugly. I was like, you're a ditto. I was like, you're not supposed to be like a real person. You're just a thing. And she got it after that. But yeah.
But yeah, living Pokopia, and then my other game that I can't stop playing is Half Sword. Always, I keep coming back to Half Sword. I've made it to Soldier rank, which I think may be the last one. Second to last one, I think. I don't know. But all I know is that I've been trying to beat this damn tournament to rank up to whatever the next one is. And I get to the last round. There's this motherfucker who just keeps obliterating me. Like everyone else just be ragdolling just like me. Nah. This motherfucker knows martial arts or some shit. And like he's a big ass motherfucker. So like I'm over here trying to bully him and like bum rush him and try to knock him down like I do with the other people who are like my size. Nah, this motherfucker does not go down. Like I run into him, I try to knock him down, and then he just like, bro, what are you doing? Like he treats me like a kid. He just like knocks me down so easily, and he has this fucking pole arm. So he has more range than me, and he has more strength than me. So like if I try to stand back and fight, he just like chops the shit out of me from afar and just kills me that way. If I get too close, then he holds his stick like this and he just and just knocks me down, and it just starts bashing the fuck out of me while I'm on the ground. And I've gotten to the point where I have so much armor that like he can't kill me, but if he hits me in the head too many times, I get knocked out and then it's over. So like he can't get the easy kill, and most of the time he keeps missing, so I get back up, but then it still ends up the same. Like every single time I get back up just for him to knock my ass back out. And yeah, this game is still a lot of fun, like just trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna like figure out new techniques, new weapons, like using different weapons to like, okay, this sword didn't work, let me try using this fucking flail. Maybe this will be a better option because it has more range. And like all the weapons feel and play completely different. And then you can like, I've gotten into crafting my own weapons, and there's so much. I mean, I shouldn't say it's not super in-depth, but it's in depth because you can like balance the weight of everything from the hilt all the way to the blade, and you can choose what kind of blade, double-sided, one-sided, jagged, and then you choose the hilt and everything. But you have to balance the weight distribution of the blade, so you like make the blade super long, but then like when you're swinging, that shit is gonna be like super wobbly. You're not gonna have full control over it if like you have too much weight and it's super long. But like when you hit somebody, because of the weight, that shit just slides through them like butter, but you just have no control over the blade. So it's like it's gonna be random if you like you gotta get that first swing and you gotta do it accurately, because if you try to swing back, it's gonna take forever for it to come back and you're not gonna be accurate. So like I've been trying to craft the perfect sword, and I've been testing a bunch of builds, and it costs a shit ton of money to make the weapons. So it sucks when I'm like, okay, let's try this, and then I'm like, oh no, this feels horrible, and then or like, oh, this don't have enough weight to actually cut through anybody or cut through this armor. So a lot of experimentation with that. But yeah, that's everything that I've been playing. So with that, let's go ahead and get into some news. All right, let's see. All right, let's start with the news from today. Shout out to Nintendo, because they have made a move that the entire industry has been scared to make for ever, like for 2 decades now, since we've been in a digital distribution society. And that is that they have dropped the price of digital games. Are you okay? No, you are there, bro. You were just so still. I was like, are you frozen? I was like, no, you're still
No,
there.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
So they put out a press release saying that starting in May 2026, with the release of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, new Nintendo published digital titles exclusive to Switch 2 will have an MSRP that is different from physical version. So Yoshi and the Mysterious Book physical is going to be $69.99, but digitally is going to be $59.99. And that is going to be the same for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave and every Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive title on like going forward. So something like Tomodachi Life, they're not going to do that because the Switch 1 edition of that game is $59.99. There's only a Switch 1 version of. There's actually not a Switch 2 edition. So, and then Rhythm Heaven, I don't think there's going to be a Switch 2 edition. But the Switch 2 editions, I guess they haven't specified how it's going to work for the Switch 2 editions after May. So I guess we'll have to see what other Switch 2 editions come out and how they handle that. But bro, this is something that I have had a problem with since like I started buying digital games. When I got my PC and I'm downloading games on Steam and I'm buying games on Steam, I'm like, or when I had my Xbox 360 and started buying games digitally on the 360, I'm like, okay, y'all didn't have to drive or fly anything to the retailers. Retailers didn't have to stock shelves. There was no materials necessary to make copies of this game. Why am I paying the same price?
Yeah.
Which is worse now though, because games have went up since 2020 with the launch of the PS5 to $70, and then in the case of Mario Kart World, $80. And I was like, but like $70 for like $70 for no cost. I shouldn't say no cost, because digital stores do cost money also, like to maintain, but not anywhere near how much it costs to distribute physical discs. And that has been like the unspoken rule. And it was the case that I believe when Steam first came out, it was the case that they were putting games on there for like $10 cheaper or something like that.
Really?
But then the retailers got mad. And the retailers were the ones who were like, nah. GameStop, Best Buy, all of them, they were like, nah, you can't do that. And then that's when these publishers started putting the games digitally for the same price. So it was always the retailers' fault that this happened in the first place, because I believe the publishers were like, yeah, it's not costing us to distribute it across the world. Let's make it cheaper. And then they were like, if y'all gonna keep putting y'all shit in our store, y'all gotta keep that shit the same. So that was kind of like the unspoken law ever since then, and it's never changed for 20 plus years until now. Now, mind you, this is only Nintendo published games, so if Square Enix doesn't want to give the $10 discount, most likely they're not
Yeah.
Capcom, everybody else, they're most likely not gonna do that. And most of them are using
Mm.
game key cards anyway, so it really like the cost isn't as much as how Nintendo with the full game on the cartridge,
Yeah.
how much it's costing them. Um, because that was always the speculation of like, oh, why are Nintendo Switch 2 games going to $70? Well, have you seen the price of these damn cartridges?
Hmm.
They're like, what was it? I forgot the percentage increase that it was in cost, but it was like exponential compared to the Switch 1 cartridges. So they did have to kind of cover the cost, but it was like at the expense of digital people, like the digital only people like myself, who are paying for this cartridge that I'm never gonna use in the first place. Yeah, this is a win for digital gamers like myself. But I know you are primarily physical. How do you feel about this news?
Well, I'm not primarily physical, but I'm 50-50. Like, I mean, I have to buy all my games on PC via digitally. I
Yeah,
can't.
true.
And I've bought some. I've actually have a pretty big digital library on all three. On like Switch, I have like 20 or 30 games digitally. And then on PlayStation, I have like 400 games digitally, 400 plus honestly, because I've been a PS Plus subscriber since they literally gave out those free games for a PS Plus. Um like the first like batch, and then they gave out like the extra games for the PS Vita, so I literally have like the entire Vita library digitally on my account right now. Um, and then on Xbox, I have over like 150 plus digital games owned. So I own a ton of digital games, and it should have always been this way. I remember on the PS Vita, it was that way. Um, the the PS Vita's digitally the games were like $5 cheaper versus physical. So it was that way for that console specifically. But yeah, I mean that it should be this way.
Yeah. And another thing is that now that Nintendo has done it, do you think this is
Mm.
gonna open the floodgates for PlayStation and Xbox to be like, well, if people start like making a hoopla about like how Nintendo's doing this and everyone's praising them for it, do you think PlayStation, Xbox follow suit?
I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's excuse is like because of the cartridge and that it costs way more than a disc. So I feel like that could be the main excuse here for Nintendo.
Yeah, because the discs are like less than $1.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Switch 2 cartridges were like $16 or $13, $16, something like that, which is crazy comparatively. So yeah, it does eat into the profit margins for sure. Now, do you think, because I believe Dab was the one who said this in the Lords of Gaming chat. Do you think this is gonna be how Nintendo starts phasing out physical and going?
Oh.
Maybe their first party releases start going to game key cards, or do you think they're gonna still keep?
Uh I mean, we'll see because the only well is well Pocopia is that first party? It really isn't, right?
I mean, it's first party because Nintendo publishes all Pokemon games, but we know that they don't have that much of a say in. Well, I guess distribution would fall under Nintendo for Pokemon. So
Hmm.
who knows? But we see that
Uh
Yoshi is still going to be on the cartridge.
yeah.
So I guess it just depends.
Hmm. That makes me think like maybe Donkey Kong Bonanza could have been 59.99 digitally, and then
That
$69.99 physically, and
yeah.
then Mario Kart could have been the same. It would have been $69.99 digitally, and then $79 physically. Fuck, man. They should have just done this to the start,
so like
bro.
my first thought was hell yeah, bro. Oh, this is so good. And I was like, wait a minute, Nintendo, you motherfuckers owe me at least like $40, bro. Y'all owe me $40 because Mario Tennis Fever, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon Pokopia, but that was a game key card, so I guess maybe, I don't know. That's a wash. That's a 50-50. And what Kirby Air Riders? Like y'all owe me 30 at least. $30. I'm start paying. Like give me eShop credit. I don't care. Put that $30 in my eShop right now.
Bro, it's funny because I literally went to Costco for all of those games and they sell them cheaper there. And if I just wait, I could get them even cheaper because they literally are like $49 right now. All of those
Mario Kart
games.
World is like the price of if you got the bundle right now, physically.
Exactly.
Shout out to Woot. They always got the best like physical deals.
Yeah, Woot has some crazy deals. I actually need to check their deals.
They have a 20% going on right only today. Like an extra 20% off of their video game prices.
Really?
And yeah, they got some crazy deals, especially on Switch 2 games.
I need to look. Shit.
But yeah.
Oh, I see. Save 20.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to run up on Nintendo, ask them where's the rest of my money at, bro? 'Cause now another thing is that the Europe and Japan had already done this. Like they've already done this in Europe and Japan where the physical was more than the digital version. It was only over here in the West that they was holding us. But now they've basically made it standard across the whole on a global scale. So yeah. I love this decision. Like now I'm like, damn, Fire Emblem, 100% getting that. That's gonna be $59.99 instead of $69.99, or maybe it's gonna be $69.99 instead of $79.99. Who knows? And the next 3D Mario, $10 cheaper. The Zelda remake that's been in rumors, $10 cheaper. Like, bro, I'm eating. Like, I'm so happy about this. And now I'm looking at Xbox. I'm looking at PlayStation. Like, I know y'all ain't paying like the cartridge price that Nintendo is, but y'all still saving money on the digital purchases, so we know it. Xbox, honestly, like they just put in fucking codes in a box at this point. They might as well just stop doing that anyway. But it's crazy that when you think about it, I feel like they always plan this, because the timing of, because when you think about this, all this is a just way more streamlined version of the voucher program, where the voucher program, it was incentivizing digital games, but you had to buy in bulk. Now they're just taking out the bulk, and you're still getting that $10 off if you buy digital instead of physical. And as soon as the voucher program ended last month, or was it the beginning? It was either end of January or beginning of January. I can't remember, but 2 months ago, 1 month ago. And I was always like, they're gonna have a replacement for vouchers, but I always felt that it was gonna be worse. In some, like, it was not gonna be as good as the voucher program, bro. This is 100% better than the fucking voucher program. I would just take this
cheaper.
Yeah, just make it cheaper on a MSRP level instead of making us pay the $100, or it would have been like $120 for the Switch 2 version to like commit to buying 2 games. But now it's like, oh, if I'm really only planning on getting one upcoming game, I can just worry about having the money for that one upcoming game. Because I'm literally like, I bought what was the last Switch game that I got? I think it was Metroid Prime. I bought Metroid Prime 4 with a voucher, and I still have no. I bought Tomodachi Life with a voucher. Pre-ordered it with the voucher, and I still have an extra voucher that's just sitting there. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to get Rhythm Heaven. And if that's the last game, like the last Switch 1 game to ever release, I'm just gonna be like, bro, do I really want to waste this game voucher on a game that I feel like I'm probably not even gonna put that much time into? Because I've never been that much of a Rhythm Heaven guy. So yeah, I'm like, this is 100% better than the voucher program, and I'm hoping that this is a topic on ILP, because I'm coming back, because me and King had a whole argument about this on ILP.
Yeah.
So I need them to make this a topic on ILP, because I'm about to come back in there and I'm about to fire King up. Getting all my bars off on.
Yeah, man.
So yeah. But great news for the all digital future has arrived. It's looking like it's a wrap for you guys. I'm just playing. But anything else you want to add?
I mean, it's overall though, if they can offer a way to get something cheaper and they're doing it, I appreciate that. So
For sure.
that's
Don't
where we're
forget,
at right now.
Nintendo is the most anti-consumer. Don't forget. I'm watching y'all. I know y'all motherfuckers. I know that it's funny, because I know that somehow like Tripster and Nintendine and fucking Portal Rock and all these motherfuckers and oh no, it's Alex and Fratanga. They're all trying to find a way to spin this into something negative.
Oh yeah.
Like I know that they sat here like, damn, how I'm supposed to get some engagement off of this. I got it. Nintendo is charging y'all $10 more for physical cartridges. The games were always supposed to be cheaper. They were overpriced this whole time. Yeah, I already know the spin. We know the spin, bro. Speaking of Nintendo and some more doom and gloom for Nintendo, we gotta bring down the mood, because we gotta talk about how the Nintendo Switch 2 is failing. And it's, we thought that this was gonna be a massive success, but it just, according to Bloomberg, the Switch 2 is not producing, not selling. It's just not happening, bro. So Bloomberg reported, and I have to specify that by Bloomberg I mean Takashi Mochizuki. So I want everyone to know that this is Takashi Mochizuki before anything. Nintendo cuts Switch 2 output by over 30% on weak US sales. Quote, the company plans to make 4 million units of its flagship device this quarter, a third less than the 6 million it had originally planned to produce. The reduced output rate is set to continue in April. Sad days. Sad days indeed. So, Takashi Mochizuki. If you don't know who Takashi Mochizuki is someone who will try to spin like negative Xbox sales into positive, like something positive with no kind of like real data, just trying to like put he's a spinner, bro. Like, yeah. Takashi Mochizuki is a grade A spinner. Every time I see a Takashi Mochizuki article, it's always some controversial shit. And when it comes to Nintendo, when it comes to Nintendo, guess what? Nintendo always has to come out and like be like, this is not true. Like every bro, last year, Takashi Mochizuki, he said, what was it? Nintendo, yeah, it said Nintendo was cutting. This was last year. Nintendo was cutting back. Oh no, this is from the same article. But like last year, they said that Nintendo, they had released this negative story on Nintendo after the company published sell-through console sales data in early February for the December holiday. Reaffirmed fiscal year guidance, and now consoles are selling out around the world after Pocopia. And basically, like he was reporting. Let me see. I thought I saved it, but I guess I did it. Let me see this one. Yeah, so no, this is not the one I was looking for. I saved the wrong article. Oh yeah, so but this is what Nintendo had to say on June 2nd, 2025. A news report related to the wholesale price of Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, that's what he was saying, at the actual wholesale price. He made up a story about the wholesale price, and that wasn't true. And then Nintendo put out that tweet. They had to get on the official account just to say, hey bro, this guy is capping. We want to clarify that this report is not true. Nintendo does not disclose any information regarding business conditions with distribution and retail. But yeah, this isn't the first time that he has been kind of spinning shit. But the worst part about it is that 6 million figure that he says was reported, it doesn't even make sense, because Nintendo still plans to ship 19 million consoles, right, for the fiscal year. If they were to ship 6 million this quarter, that would be 21 million. The 4 million that he claims that they're shipping is the correct number that was always playing, which makes no sense, because when you add up the expected sales, 6 million would equal to 21 million instead of 19. So he didn't even do the math right in that regards. So he's basically saying like they're not overachieving, and he's like making an article on it that they're shipping exactly what they said they were gonna ship. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Let me see if I can find that exact post that I was looking for. But like he does that to PlayStation 2, like he's done this to PlayStation 2. He only spins positive news for Xbox, which makes no damn sense. He's the opposite of every Japanese person I've ever met. He's anti-Japanese console pro Xbox.
And his name, he sounds like a non-American. Like he might be American, but he sounds like a foreigner, you know?
No, he's Japanese. He's Bloomberg. He's like, he lives in Tokyo, and he only like tweets in Japanese.
Damn, so he just
So I don't know what they did to him. They must have blackballed his ass. Like, had to. Probably. and he's just getting his revenge because Xbox treats them he well funded over there at Xbox. Oh yeah, keep giving us that positive spin. We got a check for you in the mail.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, this was Takashi Mochizuki has been wrong before about Nintendo to the extent that Nintendo themselves have come to correct the misinformation. Still, I believe that Nintendo needs. All right, yeah, I can't find that post that went over like everything that every time he said something and then the opposite happened, or like he made a report that something was gonna happen and it never happened. He was also the 4K Switch guy. He was the one who reported about the 4K Switch right before the Switch OLED happened. And everyone was like, bro, I thought we were getting a Switch Pro and it was just a Switch OLED. Yeah, that was him. Remember that. So yeah, but other than that, there's really nothing to talk about in this argument. And even another, I wouldn't say he's a spinner, but he just has very inaccurate predictions. But he usually has some good data. Matt Piscatella had to come out and counter what Takashi Mochizuki was saying by showing how by how much the Switch 2 is outpacing every single console except for the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance is the only platform that is ahead of the Switch 2 at this point in its life cycle. So it is 302% in front of the Wii U. Crazy. 139% above the GameCube, 120% above the Xbox 360, 96% above the 3DS, 73% above the Xbox Series, 61% above the Xbox One, 56% above the PS2, 45% above the original Switch, 34% above the Wii, 30% above the PS4, and 29% above the PS5. The only system Switch 2 isn't trending higher than currently is the Game Boy Advance. So saw a lot of people running with that Bloomberg story. They're like, it's because there's no games. There's no games on the console. Nobody's buying Switch 2s, and they keep on using the PS5 sold the most in the US. It's outselling the Switch 2 in the US, bro. The US is not the only place in the world. I hope y'all know that. Like, I know US is the big market, but we need to stop acting like the US is literally the only place in the world.
I agree.
But yeah. And then we still don't have the numbers for March, which with Pokopia, I'm pretty sure that shit is gonna have an increase over the last quarter.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, this was going on for the last 2 days or so, but not all Bloomberg reporters are the same. That's all I gotta say. Just because you put Bloomberg, I mean, when you see it like Bloomberg, you like, oh shit, this is official. But then you look at who it is, and you're like, oh, that's not Jason Schreier. Like, even though I have I have feelings about how Jason Schreier, he reports negatively on certain things. He doesn't
or he chooses to report on some things and he chooses not to on some other things.
He doesn't like inaccurately report, at the very least. At least when he reports, there's real data behind everything that he's saying. So yeah.
I agree.
Watch out for this guy, bro. He's a certified capper, bro.
Ooh, dude. Bro, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is on Woo right now. Yo, I'm gonna cop it.
Wait, how much is it with the 20%?
It's 44. It's 39 with the 20%. I copped it. I copped it. I copped it.
Do I want it physically though?
I want it physically, bro. Sheesh, bro. I just came up right now, bro. I just completed my Xenoblade collection. Xenoblade Chronicles collection.
You put in that final stone into the Infinity Gauntlet like fucking Thanos right now.
Yeah, bro. Imagine they give me a fucking digital code. It shows up at my door. It's a fucking code. Yeah, it's $44.99 without the coupon, and it's $39 with it. Let's go.
I might have to cop. Not gonna lie.
It's 6 days, and it's probably gonna sell out because this is the only time I've ever seen Xenoblade 2 on Woo.
Yeah, I usually see Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade 1, but Xenoblade 2 be MIA for some reason. Probably because those copies were sold out for the most part.
Let's go, bro. I'm so happy.
All right, let's go ahead and move away from Nintendo and let's start talking about Xbox. Because for once, we have some positive Xbox news. Let's go. Positive Xbox news. We love to hear it. We love to see it.
Next week, they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, Metacritic is not the end-all be-all, but it is a good reference point. And every year, Metacritic puts out their publisher rankings for the games that have the best average on Metacritic. And Xbox did really good, even though they had a lot of games, which usually when the more games you put out, some are going to be some stinkers that kind of lower the average, but they managed with all the releases that they had to keep that publisher ranking at an 80% average, ranking them as the 5th highest on the Metacritic game publisher rankings. And comparing that to Sony and Nintendo, Nintendo was 12th on the list with a Metacritic score of 77. Obviously, Welcome Tour and Drag X Drive demolished their Metascore.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Because both of those games were reviewed well below 70.
Unrightfully so.
I'll say Drag X Drive should be a 70 at least.
And Welcome Tour is a
but
65.
Welcome Tour is... But Drag X Drive was like a 40 something, so they were never gonna be. They were
no. I honestly think like if Welcome Tour was free, that game would have scored way higher.
Let me see where is
Welcome Tour scored, I think, in the 50s or 60s.
I know some more reviews were coming in, so I wanted to see if it's went up or down since then.
Yeah.
Check in right now.
Nintendo probably is like, forget that game.
It's at a 54.
Oof.
Okay, and then Drag X Drive is at a 60.
Oof. Yeah. Yep,
but
that would do it.
You know, if it like Drag X Drive was like Crimson Desert, you just needed to put some more time in it. Everybody was gonna come around. It was gonna be like, you know what? This might be the greatest arcade sports game since I don't even know. But yeah, that was so yeah, Nintendo was 12th, and then PlayStation was 21st, which I was like, what did they release that would bring their score down?
AI Limit, Lost Soul Aside.
AI Limit, Lost Soul Aside would have did that too. What? But that's like 2. Like I thought that would be somewhere next to Nintendo. I think
they had like 4 games. They had Death Stranding 2, Yote.
Yeah, but Death Stranding 2 90. Those Yote
Murder
88.
Club.
Oh
that
yeah.
Game too.
So it says they published 13 titles.
Oh, okay.
I guess let me look at the article. Let me just read the actual.
I'm sure they had like a remaster or a remake in there somewhere.
I'm trying to figure out what does Sony do to deserve this, Because that's 21 out of 28. Sony is. I don't think I've ever seen Sony that low ever.
Yeah, they've had a pretty rough year. I think Lost Soulside also unrightfully so got shit on unrightfully so. That game was good. The game wasn't great. It wasn't like an 8, but it definitely was at least like a 7.
What I've learned from the gaming industry now is that production value is more impactful than gameplay.
Production value is everything now.
Yeah, like which is disgusting because
it's fucking gross.
they will treat fucking like Lost Soul. Like I played Lost Soulside and I was like, yo, this does not feel like the AAA game that kind of like it looked like a AAA game from every showing that we saw. But then when you playing it and you listening to it and you're just like, yo, what is this? But then that gameplay, like, bro, y'all can't act like that gameplay was not fire. And that alone should be a 7. Great gameplay, like gameplay that good to warrant a 7 at the lowest on your score, because at the end of the day, the gameplay is what should make or break a game. That's just me.
I agree, bro. Oh, dude, that game's combat is so fire, bro.
But yeah, Lost Soulside. Let me see what it got. 62. But like that's not even as low as Drag X Driving. But yeah, you did say there was only like 4 releases. 68 for Midnight Murder Club. So that's really what it is. They just didn't release enough to make up for the. And then Last of Us Part 2 Remastered was like their 90. Death Stranding 2 got bumped down to an 89. It was a 90 at launch. Ghost of Yotei is an 86. So yeah, it makes sense. And then MLB was like somewhere in the middle, in the low 80s, high 70s, I think. So yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I think the last time Xbox outranked PlayStation on here was when they won Publisher of the Year for 2021 with Halo Infinite, Psychonauts 2, Forza. They had something else. I forgot what it was. But yeah, that was the last time that they beat Sony. Sony won the next year, Capcom won 2024, and then somehow Sega won 2025.
So that was the year that they put out like Sega, Infinite Wealth and Metaphor and all that.
Yeah, that was. I'm getting mixed up because they say 2025, but they mean 2024 when they say 2025.
Yeah,
like they won in 2025 because that's when the awards happen.
So who won though?
So the number one for this year or for 2025. Like the year of 2025 games was Square Enix, which
what?
I did not expect this one.
Hold up.
So Final Fantasy VII
Square?
Rebirth. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth PC got a 90.
Okay. Yeah.
All the Dragon Quest titles were like high 80s.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
they had a variety of Final Fantasy.
Oh, they had like the Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, Saga
really
Frontier 2 Remaster was the lowest one, but that was the 81. That was like 81 was their lowest game, so yes.
Oh, and then they also had Octopath.
Yep.
Oh yeah, then yeah, that makes sense. Then they had a really good year.
Yeah, they did. Their lowest game was the 81, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's really good. Nah, they were putting out some high quality shit no one was buying, but it's some high quality shit.
And then shout out to Gamera Games, formerly known as Gamera, which is a studio that I know and love, or a publisher, I guess. I did not know. I think they were a studio and now they're a publisher called Gamera. But they were the ones who released Absalom. They published Absalom, but they're also the developers of one of my favorite games, which was Volcano Princess. So shout out to them for getting second place, even though they only had 5 releases. And then Capcom, I thought
Dotemu
Capcom was gonna be the one that was gonna win, but I think Capcom was gonna win this year, 100%.
I thought Dotemu was the one who published Absolem.
I think Dotemu was the developer, but not the publisher. Or am I tripping?
Interesting.
Let me look at this. Actually, I'll just go on Xbox because they already have the information ready for me. View details. The in-store. That's what I want to see. No, it says developed by Dotemu and published by Dotemu. Maybe they only published it in somewhere else. I don't know. Like, you know how some companies will like publish in the US and then some will publish outside of the US or something like that.
Yeah,
maybe that's what happened. Because they have Absolem as their best game on Metacritic. Let me. Who published? I'm only seeing Dotemu online.
bro. So Sony's starting to do the dynamic price. Is that part of the listing in our news?
No, but we can talk about it.
Yeah. So I've actually started to see some of my dynamic pricing stuff on the stuff that isn't discounted. Bro, the Clair Obscure for me on PlayStation is like $42.99 instead of the $49.99. Where I'm like, bruh. And like some of them are like $2 less. Some of them are like literally like $20 less. I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something.
I mean, this has been a thing. Like Xbox has done this, but like they've already had this before with the only for you. Yeah, just for you. That's what it's called. Just for you sales.
No, but it's like Claire's wasn't even on sale. It was just a different price for me than it was just regularly. Like it's telling me that $42.99 price is what the game costs if I want to buy it. Like not even for
but it's
sale.
Not saying
so
like
it's
a sale.
Yeah, it's not even saying it's on sale. That's just saying that's the.
I saw.
Weird,
forgot which deal site or like one of the deal Twitter accounts was like, "Hey, this game is $26.99 right now," and then like everyone was like, "Bro, that shit is $40. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh shit, this is the yeah, that's what it was."
Yeah.
Astrobot, yeah, that's exactly what it was. And then they're like, "Oh shit, yeah. Now on, we gotta sign out when we when we're like doing the deals because this dynamic pricing is fucking us up now."
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. I don't have any opinions on it. Like when Xbox was doing it, when I would get that just for you, like, oh shit, Diablo. I got Diablo 2 when it was a just for you because they've had the Ultimate Edition for like $9.99. I was like, and they hadn't added it to Game Pass at this point. Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll cop $9.99 for sure.
Yeah, I've had some just for yous that I've bought too.
So it's great when you get them, and then it's just like you see, like we'll be on the show like one of these days, and you're gonna be like, yeah, bro, I just got blah 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 on sale for like $10, and I'll be like, bro, I wanted to get it, but that shit's like $25 for me. Like it's when you compare it to other people that you where it turns bad, but it is what it is for me. The sale will come eventually. It'll be at a price that I want. All right. But yeah, Metacritic, shout out to Xbox for getting number 5.
I mean, it makes sense.
That is up from 9 from rank 9 last year or the year before that.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff. They had fucking Oblivion and Doom and Avowed and Outer Worlds, so
Gaiden. Although they didn't have that one game of the year contender system, like not system seller, they're never gonna have a system seller anymore, but that one game that just had everyone talking like, oh yeah, this is the game that Xbox that like this is the game that we love Xbox for. They didn't have that one game, but all of their games were at least consistently 80 plus titles.
Yeah.
With only, what was it? I think South of Midnight was like a 79, but even that's still super close to an 80.
Yeah. I think Keeper opened up at like a 70 and went up to an 80. If I remember.
I remember it when it was like low reviews, it was like at an 88, and then it went down to a 70, and then it went back up to an 80. The people who were eager to get that review out, they were like, yeah, bro, this is the shit. And then the other people were like, I don't even know what I played. I think, yeah, Indiana Jones DLC was, and Call of Duty, those were the two lowest. But both of those were like in this. Black Ops 7 was in the 60. That was the lowest. But oh, I just out of it. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, I expect them to rank higher this year. I expect them to get an average over 80 for this year with the releases that they have.
It was at 80?
Yeah, it was an 80 average, like flat 80. And I expect them to go over that.
Oh yeah, I mean they should.
With the releases that they have, if they somehow release under 80, count your date. Like right now, for games that are slated for 2026, we have Fable, Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears E-Day, Forza Horizon 6, Kiln, and the newly announced Minecraft Dungeons 2, which we will discuss in a bit. And I feel like Minecraft Dungeons 2 probably Kiln, depending on how
probably gonna do the worst.
I feel like people have a soft spot for Double Fine, and they gonna give them the soft spot points because like you try something new, and even though it didn't work out for me, like you're Double Fine. We gonna boost you up a little.
Sure.
We gonna give you some padding. Because I still feel like the creativity of it might be enough for reviewers. And even if you don't like the actual gameplay loop, reviewers will probably sit there like making pots and shit, and they'll be like, yeah, that was enough fun for me to bump it up. But yeah, with that, let's continue on with Xbox and talk about Minecraft Dungeons 2, which was announced at the Minecraft Live. You were slandering the original Minecraft Dungeons, which I find disrespectful because that is the only Minecraft game that I've ever loved.
Even more than the base Minecraft?
Yeah, I don't like Minecraft at all. Actually, my girl loves Minecraft, and she has tried to get me to play with her thousands of times. Which is crazy because I love survival games, and Minecraft is literally the formula that created the modern survival game. I just cannot. I can't do it, bro. I hate every second of playing Minecraft. It does nothing for me.
Sure.
So when Dungeons came out, I was like, okay, we got Diablo in Minecraft form. And this was way before Diablo 4. We were still rocking Diablo 3 for like 10 years at this point. So this was like the closest thing to a new Diablo, because I don't even think, was Path of Exile even a thing? Like I think the first one was.
No, yeah, the first one's been out for a long time.
Yeah, but I didn't really like Path of Exile that much. I always felt it was kind of stiff. The first Path of Exile came out. Where's the release date? 2019 for the full. No, hell no. It says the game was released for Windows 2013. It came to consoles in 2017 and 2019. Okay. I did not know it came to Xbox 2 years before PlayStation 4.
Oh wow.
The more you know. So yeah, it came out in 2013, so it was been there for a while. I just never liked the feel of Path of Exile 1. I would always just go back to Diablo 3. But Minecraft Dungeons, I was on that shit tough, bro. Me and my girl played it. She actually did not like Minecraft Dungeons, which I was just like, bro,
Hey,
When
she
I'm
knows.
like,
She knows,
I
bro.
wanna play my. I'm like, look, you wanted me to play Minecraft with you. We're playing Minecraft together. She doesn't like that. Like she don't like beat 'em ups and she don't like ARPGs. Like
Oh, that makes
the
sense.
she wants more than just action. She wants the other elements of,
Yeah,
like, has to have a story, has to have characters and cutscenes and everything. I thought, but then Minecraft doesn't have any of those things. I don't know. She's weird. I don't got time for it. I'm just kidding. Love you. But yeah, I like the original Minecraft dungeons. It had a really good gameplay loop. The dungeons were fun. It was a nice just co-op game that everyone can just jump into and just do what they gotta do. You can help your friends grind. It was a good time. It was pretty challenging too. Like, it was not an easy game, which Minecraft isn't really an easy game either, so you shouldn't expect it to be. But that's probably the only ARPG outside of Diablo that I really played and got into. So I've been expecting Dungeons 2 for a while, and it's finally announced. And it was the best announcement at the Minecraft Live, because who cares about babies, new baby mobs in Minecraft?
babies and beaches.
Yeah. More beaches, more babies. You know how Minecraft, they do a whole live presentation. People come out just to have them announce llamas. Yeah, that's it. Go home. Bye. So at least we got a substantial announcement. But is there anything that Minecraft Dungeons 2 can do to get you to at least give it a try?
I mean, I'll try it. I ain't opposed to not trying it. And I'm sure it'll be on Game Pass. I'm sure I'll still have Game Pass at that point, so I'll try it.
We gonna have to run it. We gonna have to run it co-op, just like we about to run an Absalom. One of these.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. I already got it downloaded. I gotta play Returnal with Lord Metroid before Saros comes out. I need to remind myself to hit him up because he plays in the morning. So.
Oh, okay. And your ass be asleep.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm gonna be doing night shifts, so maybe
Oh, yeah,
I'll
you
be
definitely
awake
about to
when
be
I come
asleep.
back.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
All right, sticking with Xbox, we still got a couple more Xbox topics lined up.
Eba.
That Eba one.
Hey man, I still use my console, unlike a lot of these Xbots, like fucking Colt. Like Colt doesn't even use his console anymore, so it's like, come on, bro.
But everything is an Xbox, so are we?
Well,
all
I mean, not
Xboxers
anymore
at heart?
because they got rid of that.
Shout to Queen Asha. Speaking of Queen Asha, Queen Asha is still on the conquest. She's out here just doing everything she can to make Xbox great again. I don't know. But we have a report now saying that Xbox CEO Asha Sharma is trying to make Game Pass more enticing to a broader range of customers. Reportedly, she is considering to bundle the service with Netflix and revamp pricing models to offer lower priced tiers. And I believe the original report for this came from The Information, which I have never heard about. Aaron Holmes over at The Information. And it's a subscribe to read, so I was not able to read the original article. I got the GameStop article though.
Bro, wait. This is gonna be a super quick tangent. How common are those like barbecue like where you get like a plate of barbecue shit. Like, how common is that in Texas?
Wait, you mean like? Are you talking
Like,
about?
you go in and you ask for like some ribs, and like they cut you it up, and they you ask for like some sausage links, and they cut it up. And you ask like little brisket, they cut
like
it.
how
Like, how
many
common is that out
barbecue
there?
spots are around?
Yeah, like a lot, or
Yeah, I would say so.
Bro, I've
there
always
was
wanted to try them,
always-
dude. They look so gas, bro.
It is the best barbecue you'll ever have.
I love barbecue.
Definitely better than Kansas City barbecue, and
I've never been there.
100% better than St. Louis barbecue. North Carolina is probably the only one that I'll give them. I'll give them the benefit, but I went to Kansas when my girl was living there.
Yeah.
And they were over there hyping up. They barbecue. They have their specialty is like the burnt ends and their pork ribs. While Texas got the beef ribs and brisket. That's our specialty. Their brisket was terrible.
Beef stuff is better, bro.
Can't. Their brisket was not what's up. That was the first thing I tried. I was like, yeah, nah. Then they were like, no, you gotta try the burnt ends and the ribs. Now they ribs was fire. I'll give them that.
Yeah, that's good.
Burnt ends, not my thing. But I went to this place called Gates Barbecue in Kansas City. Yeah. Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas City, Kansas, because Kansas City, Kansas is not the real Kansas City for whatever reason. I hate everything about that place. So yeah, Gates Barbecue, legit. Like their ribs was A1. But that's the only thing they served was ribs, and they were expensive as shit. Like way more expensive than what you can get in Texas. But then I tried like 2 different barbecue spots after that and got like other variety of items, and I was like, nah, this ain't what's up. So yeah, if you ever come to Texas, definitely gotta try the barbecue. Austin and Houston are the 2, but I feel like Austin has the better spots, the more poppin' barbecue spots. While I feel like there's a lot more in
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
So yeah. Does California do barbecue? Because we have.
I have a barbecue spot, but I've never been there, and it's like low key a drive. So.
Because in Portland, I think I told the story on here that I had some Portland barbecue that I've been afraid of for so long, because they get so many things wrong. But for whatever reason, that barbecue place that I went to called Potness, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that's good, bro. It's always about the people, you know.
But the owner was literally from Texas, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see? I just need to look around, bro. I need to go to a barbecue spot out here.
Yeah, I feel like California would definitely have a decent, at the very least, a decent barbecue scene up there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who have moved from Texas to California.
Absolutely. All
right, but let's talk about shawarma instead of barbecue. No, I'm just kidding. That was kind of racist. That was actually really. I'm sorry to whoever that would offend. Anyways, Asha Sharma, how you feeling about these potential bundles of Game Pass with Netflix and a potential lower price tiers, which I feel like the lower price tiers would be a better change. What do you think about the bundle with Netflix?
I don't know, bro. It's I feel like anytime they try to say like, oh, we're gonna make shit cheaper, they always try to make shit more expensive and make shit more cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if they bundle in some Game Pass or bundle in some Netflix into Game Pass Ultimate or whatever, then I feel like they're just gonna raise the price of Ultimate and drop the price of their other tiers, or maybe add on a tier that makes it lower. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't see how them adding on something is gonna make shit cheaper, bro.
Well, the whole point of a bundle is that you win by you make it cheaper to get both of them.
No, but like,
So
how are
that-
they gonna? They're not gonna make Game Pass Ultimate cheaper than $29.99 though. That's the thing. Like,
Who says? This is
they're
Asha
not
Sharma
gonna
we're
do
talking
it, bro.
about.
I don't. Bro,
Hey.
it don't matter who it is, bro.
Who is it? Jason Ronald? Was it Jason Ronald? Jason Ronald said that Asha Sharma is someone who questions everything. Okay, she questions everything. She's like, I'm pretty
Bro,
sure
that's
she
a
was like,
female trait. Questioning shit is a female trait, bro.
hey, to all my females out there, I do not condone this message. We love
Dude,
y'all.
that's just true, bro.
Look, she was looking at that $29.99 price and she was like, how, like, what have we put in here that justifies this $29.99 price? And they were like, Fortnite crew. Like, man, fuck that shit. We about to lower this shit.
Raise the price.
She
Raise
look,
the price.
she's gonna put like, she's gotta change Ultimate to, like, she's gonna bring revert Ultimate back to what it was before, put that price back at $19.99, and then she's gonna say, if you want Ultimate Ultra with Fortnite crew and Ubisoft, then you can pay the $29.99. But you know, Asha, she got our back, bro. I keep telling you, bro. Queen Asha
got our back, bro.
She got our back, bro.
Dude, I don't.
She's
she
for
really
the players.
She gotta prove it, man.
She's for the players, bro.
She gotta prove it, man.
What else do you need, bro? She out here in these streets. She's
what
making
is she
she single-handedly went into the Xbox studios and she was like, get the fuck out of here, y'all taking too long. And she updated the Xbox in 2 weeks, single-handedly by herself. And she gave us features that we've been waiting for since the launch of the Series X, which is great. Like, come on, bro, give her the respect that she deserves.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, shit, I'm excited to play Absolem for sure.
Yeah, but I think we are gonna see some changes to Game Pass, and I think they're gonna be positive. I don't think we're gonna see any higher price tiers anytime soon, at least. I don't think we're gonna see any increases for Game Pass this year. I'm gonna put it out there. We're not gonna see any this year. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, every after the showcase, that's when the increases start happening." Nah, we're not gonna see any this year. We are gonna see some changes, and they're gonna be net positive. I'm putting it on because Queen Asha, I believe.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
We gonna revisit this.
Bro, hey, I mean, I'm rooting for Xbox. I'm not rooting for Microsoft, but I'm rooting for Xbox. Hopefully they can keep whatever spirit they had, you know, back in the day.
That renegade spirit that Asha bringing back.
That renegade spirit that Asha's gonna kill with AI when she implements it in all the studios. Yeah.
She's not doing, bro. She said we don't believe in AI slop around here. Like,
that doesn't mean they don't believe in implementing AI in their workflow.
Well, yeah, I mean, AI in the workflow is a natural progression, but if they're not replacing voice actors and writers with Gen AI, as long as none of that's happening in there, I think it's fine.
Hey man, I hope so, bro. I hope so.
Although they need to not be using Copilot because that shit is junk. They need a new model or something. Also, the whole Copilot in gaming, they need to change the name when it comes to Xbox. Change that shit to Cortana. I think I said this last week. Change it back, like bring Cortana back just for this. right. And the last piece of Xbox news is that we have a showcase. The Xbox Partner Preview, which will be today for all of y'all listening, but tomorrow for us. And I might be doing a live stream. I think I might be doing a live stream. If people can pull up, I'll be live streaming it. I don't remember what time it is because I didn't put it in the notes, but most likely we'll be doing a live stream for that. Let me actually look it up real quick. But the headliners was Stranger Than Heaven. Awesome. Been waiting to see more of that. The Expanse Osiris Reborn, which is another game that looks amazing. And an update for Stalker 2. Most likely like a full-on expansion that we're going to be getting for Stalker 2. So the 3 games that we do know about are pretty heavy hitters that a lot of people want to see. And of course, we're going to see a lot of brand new reveals, world premieres, and Xbox Game Pass announcements. And this will be happening March 26th, Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. GMT, which I have no idea what that is. So yeah, if it's 10 a.m., I will most likely be streaming it. But you ready for this, bro? Looking forward to more Stranger Than Heaven?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Stranger Than Heaven, man. I'm excited for it. So I'm actually kind of upset they're deciding to show it off here. Like, they could have showed it off at a bigger spot, or they could have saved it for like Summer Games Fest or something. But maybe that means that it's coming out sooner rather than later.
I mean, I think because of Xbox's relationship with RGG, which has been pretty solid, I think that's why they wanted to show it off here. But they've been at almost every big showcase also.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to say that they're not going to show up again at Summer Game Fest. They usually like to put out a bunch of trailers.
But yeah. I've seen that Sega is really, really happy with their relationship with them, so that's good. What's it called? Hopefully they can get like a Shinobi on Play Anywhere, because that's where I have it. I'd love to try it on my PC and have it there too.
But the Xbox Partner Previews, like the last 3 have been bangers. So yeah. I'm hyped about this because they've been actually putting together some, ever since they got away from, like they broke off from that IGN bullshit and started, like, they still do the IGN Idea Xbox show, which has gotten better outside of the fucking IGN personalities just being IGN personalities.
Yeah.
But these Xbox Partner Previews have been some of their best shows outside of the June showcase, of course. So I'm actually excited about this. Like, we got the Armistice reveal at the last Xbox Partner preview. They had, the last one had some bangers in there. Let me pull that up. Xbox Partner Preview 25. Here it is. So this was the one that showed off 007 First Light, Armistice, Clover Pit Game Pass reveal, and it was a shadow drop. Crowsworn, that Metroidvania game that had that Hollow Knight like look to it.
Yeah.
The new Dave the Diver DLC was premiered here. Echo Generation 2, which did you get to play that GDC? I know it was on the Lords of Gaming website.
No, I didn't go to that Play Anywhere event.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I wasn't able to go.
Yeah, I remember. And then Erosion, that's the game I'm looking forward to. That's where they showed the Eminem Hitman collaboration. And then they had that Raji sequel, the Indian studio.
Yeah.
And then it was Roadside Research, Tides of Annihilation, Total Chaos, which was a shadow drop that I've had downloaded on my PC forever and still have not played it. Vampire Crawlers, that's where we got the first announcement for that, which was a really cool announcement. And then Zoo Punk, that with the rabbit and the motorcycle and the character action game. You remember that one? You don't remember any of this?
No, I really don't, to be honest. I remember I know these games, yeah, but I don't really remember the show.
Yeah, this was fire, like from start to finish. I remember we both gave it pretty high marks.
I mean, Xbox has been doing great with their shows, so I think that their only bad ones have been like the Tokyo ones or the Tokyo Game Show ones. That's it.
For obvious reasons. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I think they've been really good at curating great third-party games to showcase, from indies, AAA, and beyond. I mean, what's beyond AAA? Quadruple A.
Crimson Desert. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, but with the 3 that they already talked about or announced that are going to be here, I'm already hyped because I want to see what Stalker is about to pull for their expansion, and also more Stranger Than Heaven and The Expanse, which looks more like a Mass Effect game than Exodus does.
Yes.
So yeah, tune in tomorrow or today. Before, I mean, I guess I can't tell you to tune in because it already happened. But if you missed it and you just finished, you about to finish up this, go watch our reaction to the Xbox for the preview. And we just got a few quick topics and then we're about to wrap up, so just gonna blaze through these real quick. All right, Epic Games had a mass layoff of over 1,000 employees related to a reduction of engagement with Fortnite. If Fortnite is struggling, if Fortnite ever gets to the point that it's struggle, it might be a wrap for the industry, not gonna lie. But not only that, for Fortnite players who love some of the other game modes outside of the Battle Royale, they have gotten rid of Rocket Racing, or they haven't gotten rid of, but they're about to end Rocket Racing in October 2026. Ballistic in April 16th, which count your days, because Ballistic has so much potential and they were just so slow to up, which is like the opposite of what Fortnite is known for, being slow to update. Like they had 2 people on that game and was wondering why nobody was still playing the game. Like they still have maps that were unfinished. Like all of the new maps were still like gray models because they were work in progress maps, and they've been that way for almost a whole year now. So yeah, count your days, Epic, for not supporting the game and then be like, well, I guess nobody wants to play this. And then Festival Battle Stage, which was the PvP Guitar Hero Fortnite Rock Band thing. But yeah, Fortnite is, I don't know. I feel like Fortnite's been pretty consistent with updates and they've been having some really good collaborations, but it does seem like they might need something more enticing to get people to stay. I've actually went like 3 weeks without playing Fortnite, which is crazy because I used to play almost every day. But they did announce a new mode is coming in April, I guess as a replacement. And it's an arena shooter called Fortnite Arenas. So they are going the arena shooter route, although it is a build mode. So I have no intention of playing that. But yeah. How you feeling about Fortnite not hitting its stride anymore? It's starting to slow down.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It sucks, I guess, but it kind of makes sense because it's kind of like it's weird because I feel like this all happened because they opened it up for people to make stuff in Fortnite, you know, like the whole Roblox method. So now I was talking to my girl about this too, where it's like, now that they got a bunch of people just making free shit in Fortnite, like, do you need all these extra people? Like maybe that could be the reason why they cut a lot of jobs there too, you know? But I just feel like this all happens because they opened it up for people to create and make money and do all that shit in Fortnite. So yeah, it makes their bills go up, which means that they gotta charge for more of it, and they gotta downscale their the people that work on it.
I just wish that at least those creations were as robust as something like Roblox, because those games are not. I've yet to play a game that felt like a fully realized game in Fortnite. All of them just feel like little bite-sized experiences, but never something like how Roblox will have literal battlefield before they spun it off into bit what was it called? BattleBit remastered. Yeah, they had a whole Battlefield game in Roblox, and it was so good that they spun it off into a full game that they were able to like charge on Steam for, and it been downloaded millions of times. They have whole role-playing GTA style servers. They got like none of that shit happens with the Fortnite creations. So they need to add more tools to give these creators more that they can do, or don't do it at all at that point. So yeah, but you know, we know Epic Games and the Fortnite team. This is just gonna light a fire under them, and then we're gonna have a an extraction shooter in Fortnite in 2 months, and then Arc Raiders and Marathon, they take it all day players. Come play the Fortnite.
I mean, that's what we thought was gonna be with Ballistic, but
yeah,
didn't work out that way.
Well, they should have finished Ballistic. Like that was, they put out a demo of Ballistic, and it was like, yeah, this is our first early access game mode. Like Rocket Racing, when it released, it was a fully realized game. Like it had maps, had all the customization options and everything. They had things to make you want to stay there. Ballistic had one map, like 6 guns, no healing, and it was not there. And then they added maps, but they were unfinished, and then they were just like, yeah, have fun with scraps of a plan that we have. I feel like if they would have had a full game when they released Ballistic, it would have taken off. But that's just me. What do I know? All right, let's move on to Fire Sprite, who we got a report. Yeah, got a report of at least 4 canceled games on PS5. One being the Twisted Metal Battle Royale. Rip. Another being a Breaking Bad VR game. I don't know how that would work, but for some reason, I want that now. I didn't know I wanted it, but now I want that. Like, I want to be playing, just cooking in the lab, and then you like hear people shooting outside, and you're like, "Fuck!" And you grab the gun. Like, yeah, bro. Breaking Bad VR. Didn't know I needed it, but now I need it. They had a sci-fi horror game in the works and another unknown title. And Fire Sprite has released what games so far under PlayStation?
Fucking Jack Diddley.
Were they the ones who did Horizon Call of the Mountain?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think that is their only release since being purchased. So yeah. What are the chances Fire Sprite makes it?
Fucking like really low.
They not gonna outlast Media Molecule?
Bro, honestly, I think Media Molecule is safe until they want to shut themselves down at this point. Until like whoever's running it is like, yeah, shut the shit down. We're done. Because I feel like the studios that are on the chopping block are like the ones that they've most recently acquired. I feel like those are all the ones that are like, yeah, we can cut those losses. We can cut those losses. We can cut those losses. You know, with all these other fucking companies. Whereas like Media Molecule is like, fuck, we really can't cut them because they're Media Molecule. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how Sony acts, bro.
If you can cut Japan studio, you can cut anyone. That's how I
don't
feel.
know, bro. I mean, yeah, that could be true. But I'm just saying, like, just based on what their recent cuts are, like, they're not cutting any of their legacy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Even Blue Point, that's not a legacy get. They literally just got them like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was a legacy partnership, but not a legacy acquisition.
Yeah.
Which still, like, you've been working with them exclusively for like 10 years, and you're just like, well, time to hit the old dusty road.
Sad.
But I don't know. I feel like Fire Sprite literally was a predominantly VR studio, and I don't think PlayStation cares about VR anymore.
Not one bit.
So unless Fire Sprite can cook up a pancake game that is viable and will sell within like 6 months, then I think they're cooked. But we'll see. Maybe they got something up their sleeve. Remember, even Intelligent Systems almost got put on the chopping block. Well, I guess not the studio itself, but Fire Emblem, the franchise, was about to get.
Yeah, that's wild to say now, to be honest.
Yeah, they were about to shut down Fire Emblem. They were just gonna say, you gotta work on something else because this shit is not
like
selling.
they did with my beautiful Starfy.
Don't bring up Starfy again. I'll just put Starfy in the same sentence as fucking Fire Emblem. All right. My bad.
No,
Last topic, and this is a follow-up to a topic that we actually talked about in the past, and that is the Subnautica 2 situation.
Yeah,
we've had an update and some good news and some shady stuff still happening, but primarily net positive. So First thing first, Ted Gill, the CEO that was fired by Krafton weeks before, or a couple months before Subnautica 2 was about to go up for early access. The original founders were all fired because Krafton said that they were going to release Subnautica 2 in early access and it wasn't finished. Now, let me say that again. Release in early access, but it wasn't finished. And it just so happened that if they were to release the game when it was supposed to release, they would also get a massive bonus that Krafton promised the studio, Unknown Worlds. $250 million bonus to be exact. That would net almost every developer about $10 million each. For the lowest people, obviously, the founders were taking more, and that was a little controversial, but I feel like that's just normal. But Ted Gill took Krafton to court, and the case is shut and closed, and Ted Gill has been ordered by the judge to be reinstated as the CEO of Unknown Worlds. He beat the case, and that is effective immediately with full control of the studio. He now decides when and how Subnautica 2 launches in early access, and even better, the $250 bonus that was tied to the game's success is back in play with no time limit this time. So it was a win for the studio, a win for the founders who were wrongfully terminated, and a L for Krafton. It also says that the court filings say Krafton CEO used ChatGPT to brainstorm ways to avoid paying the bonus.
Bruh.
Good job. But you know, the drama doesn't end there, because you know these companies they still gotta try to. They didn't want Ted Gill to just have it easy after winning this case and everything. So Krafton just decided, hey, not now. You just read what the judge said, that Ted Gill now controls when and how Subnautica 2 releases in early access. So Krafton announced that Subnautica 2 will be coming out in May in early access. And then Ted Gill's like, bro, I haven't even seen the game. I don't know what state it is in after whatever y'all did.
Yeah.
And y'all just announced out of your own volition that you're just gonna put the release date as May. Like, so they already got back into drama like right off the bat. But as of now, Subnautica 2 is coming out in May. Who knows if that's still going to be the case? But I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, and a May release date would be a pretty good. I think it's a pretty good time slot. I'm trying to think what else is in May. I know 007 is in May, and Forza is also in May. So those are two big heavy hitters that I'd be competing against. But also, Subnautica 2 isn't a full price game, and those games usually do pretty good. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I'm still I'm more happy that the bonus is back in play, and as long as they reach the success metrics, that bonus will be paid to those developers that were almost robbed of it due to fucking greed and politics. But good ending? I feel like it's a good ending.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see about the game. but
Oh,
it's a
unless
good
the
evening for
game
the
just
guys.
releases in the most terrible state possible, and then no one buys Subnautica 2, and then nobody gets the bonus. And
It's
that would
crazy
just
because
be,
the first game was like such a big hit.
yeah. And everyone's like, we got the Frozen Zero Below, that's what it was called. The Zero Below DLC, and that was essentially like a expand-alone for Subnautica. So, and people have been waiting for an official sequel that doesn't like use the first game as a base for a while. It's a highly anticipated game, so I think it's gonna do good as long as it isn't like broken at launch. I think it's gonna do really good. It's one of those soft, like it's one of those soft hits that it's not something that you'll see in a lot of people's conversations of like, oh, these are the greatest games of all time. But just like Slay the Spire 2, where you didn't hear that much buzz about it. And like no one's really talking about it, but then you just see it explode on Steam. Because the people who are playing Slay the Spire are not the people who are online talking about their most anticipated games like every single day. They're not the people who are like permanently online. And I feel like Subnautica 2 is gonna be that too. You're not gonna see a lot of news about it. You're not gonna hear a lot of people talking about it, but then it's just gonna release and it's gonna explode. But that is all I had to say on that. Anything you wanted to add before we wrap up the show?
Nah, that's it.
All right. I'm clocking into work right now.
No, you're
That
good.
is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate the support. Make sure you guys hit that like because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. And make sure y'all join the Discord and join the conversations in between the shows. But with that, Subeg, appreciate you for pulling up and dealing with all the internet fuckery that was happening beforehand.
Oh,
Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Y'all can find me on twitter.com/SubegDollywall, Instagram.com/SubegDollywall, or at whatever. Y'all can find me. I'm really easy to find. Twitch and YouTube, Subagels. Add me on PlayStation and Xbox and Switch and all that. Hit me up for that. But if you guys want to find me on Xbox, I think I'm Avatar Subeg, and then on PlayStation, I believe I'm Subagels. So no numbers, no underscores, nothing like that. What am I gonna be up to, bro? My fucking stomach is starving, so I'm gonna get some food. And yeah, I mean, I have to wake up early tomorrow, so I can't be up too late tonight. So probably just gonna be chilling. Just gonna be chilling. Maybe I'll go see my niece and nephew.
Right? I thought you were gonna say Marathon and Crimson Desert. Or...
No, yeah, I want to play, bro, but I have to do some shit before I can play.
Roughly, it'd be like that. But yeah, man, as for myself, Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet, F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/OtakuTheDawn. And of course, you can find me right here on YouTube, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday with the day ones, and of course, also premiering or had already went live by the time you're listening to this, Xbox Partner Preview Reaction. Make sure y'all check that out as well. And lordsofgaming.net, I just put out 3 articles today, so yeah, check out what we got going on Lords of Gaming. And look forward to a couple more articles that should be dropping tomorrow as well. But with that, any final words for the people to get them through the week?
Get a nice burger. Burgers always help. Help the soul, bro. Burgers are so good.
Unless you're fasting for Lent and you can't eat beef like me,
Yeah.
then get a chicken sandwich.
Yes, chicken sandwiches are just as good. Yes.
Get up that big fillet. But with that, go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, your month, year, life, all that. Bye-bye.
Peace.